Hey, I'm good. Blessed to be here. I tell you that.
All right. Joined now by junior defensive end T.J. Parker. Y'all fire away with questions whenever you're ready.
I saw about a month ago you comment on Brian Kelly's comment calling us Death Valley Junior, and obviously with the recent history of matchups with Clemson and LSU, is there a more personal rivalry that goes beyond just the pedigree of both teams with this week one matchup?
For me, this is my first time playing LSU. So just seeing all the hype that everybody's building up with this game. Obviously, I know it's a big game because it's week one. But at the end of the day, we still playing Clemson. All the antics and all the saying Death Valley Junior, all that stuff like that, I can care less about it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we got to spot the ball and play. So, we play this Saturday, and that's what's going to handle everything else. So.
Garrett Nussmeier, what have you seen from him on film? Does he get the ball out pretty quick, or do you kind of feel like you have enough time to get to him? How do you approach that?
He's definitely a great quarterback. You'll definitely see him on Sundays this upcoming year. Man, so many good things to talk about him, but we're gonna keep that within the game plan, and I'm just excited to play against LSU.
How difficult is it to, prepare for a new offensive line that you kind of have no film on with them bringing in replacing for their last for their offensive line from last year?
You do what you can, on the film they do have, and then just kind of look at the schemes and stuff like that, kind of just playing around, the coordinators and things like that. But, yeah.
How difficult is it to kind of block out the hype surrounding one of these big-time openers and just treat it like another game?
For me, it's easy, because I'm all about the work. I'm all about just playing ball and having fun with it. All the hype and stuff that comes with playing at a high level and being at a school like Clemson. So you just got to tune that stuff out, because at the end of the day, they only gonna talk good about you when you're doing good, and they're gonna talk bad about you when you're doing bad. So it's up to you to control the narrative of what goes on. So.
One of the keys would be for you guys this season is stopping the run after what happened last year. I guess how have you kind of seen you guys kind of improve in that area and growing in your confidence in stopping the run this preseason?
Our mentality has been a lot better. Stopping the run is key in every game, and if you don't stop the run, you don't earn the right to rush the passer. So for us, stopping the run has been a big emphasis. Going into the season in general, just because we did. Fell off a little bit last year off that. So we're just excited to keep going and keep getting better. So yeah.
Things Coach Sweeney said is that the scrimmages were very back and forth, and it wasn't like the offense was winning the whole time or the defense. You guys were kind of trading blows. How much confidence did the defense gain from that, you think, going against that offense and having some success?
Oh, unbelievable confidence, man. We're just super blessed to have the talent we do on offense to go against them every day. For me, it's great going against Tristan Lee and Blake, every day, because those are the two best offensive linemen you're going to see. In ACC for me. And I'm just super excited about that, man. We just compete every day. And when you're going back and forth, trading blows, offense, defense, that's a good sign that your team's really good. So.
I guess where would you say the confidence level is compared to where you guys were 8 months ago?
Just through the roof. Just through the roof.
Any questions for TJ virtually? Anybody else in the room?
Just talking about a big game in Death Valley and how loud it is. And if you're to describe it as a player, what it's actually like when it's third down, the offense is going for it. What does it sound like in your ears?
To me, I don't really hear it. When I'm playing, it's white noise for me. But when you're kind of out that moment on the field, it's just surreal. You know what I'm saying? Just Clemson and all. 80+ thousand fans in the stadium, just on top of each other, man. It's surreal, man. I absolutely love it, man. I just can't wait to hear it and see it. So I'm excited.
You guys are team-wide, and you guys are kind of earning preseason accolades and things like that. How do you, block out that kind of noise when this is the first game of the season? It's a marquee game against LSU, and then win or lose, they'll kind of either increase the hype of you guys or kind of lower it on you guys.
Preseason is preseason. There's been plenty of teams that was ranked preseason high or low and either been lower or higher at the end of the season. Preseason, just everything based off of last year. We haven't done anything this year, so just got to go out there and show what we can do.
So just leaning
was talking about the buzz of waking up on game week. Do you have a little bit of a different energy just knowing that it is finally game week and everything that you've been working towards is on Saturday?
Man, you got a little bit more joy, you know what I'm saying? Like, every week that passed by, knowing that you get closer and closer to game day, man, it just gets more exciting to go play, you know? We only get, 16 opportunities if you make it all the way, and it's just exciting that this week is one of the opportunities we get to go play, so I'm just super excited to go out there, play with my teammates, and have some fun.
Oh, just curious. I guess during the open media part of practice, after you got through the jumping jacks, kind of like the celebration, like you're winding up your arms. I guess what is that? If you could tell us.
To be honest with you, you know, I was looking at that. I'm like, you know, I have no clue why I started doing that, but I know XT and Maskell loved Call of Duty, so like we used to play Call of Duty almost every day after practice, and just from them, you know, saying, giving out signals, calling out signals of like what you would hear in Call of Duty, it just kind of correlated from there. But I really didn't. I just did it one day, and from then I just do it every day before practice, kind of get me going. It's kind of like a hype up for me. Like let's go ahead and practice today and treat it like a game. So.
You guys still play COD?
Sometimes, you know, we got different schedules now, but like every now and then we definitely we'll hop in the game. You know, XT a little better than me. He on PC, he a little different, but you know, I try to keep up a little bit. You know, so but we definitely try to get on every now and then.
Is it Warzone or multiplayer?
Nah, multiplayer. He's a Warzone guy. You know, but I ain't with all that. You know, I'm up close with a team deathmatch. So
There's like push up 3 times at the end too. Like, is there a reason for that?
yeah. So when you throw like a grenade or a smoke bomb, you know what I'm saying? You kind of just throw it in the air. So that's just me pushing them, throwing all my loot out. You know what I'm saying? Just emptying the tank. Basically, like for that whole day, I'm gonna empty my tank. Whatever's in my bag, I'm gonna empty it for that practice. So that's just where it comes from.
This is just wind it up. Like, what is that?
Look, that's just part of it. You know, just kind of getting everything going and just throwing it all out there. Whatever I got, it just, you know, that's exactly what it is.
Peter was talking about that. There's a lot of trash talkers on the defensive line in terms of like what it's like in practice, but Will Heldt like does not say anything.
No, he don't. He'll encourage you. You know what I'm saying? And he'll get going. But he just plays the game. He respects it, and then he goes about his business. Man, I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're totally two different opposites. He ain't gonna say much, but I'm gonna be in your face. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it goes hand to hand. We work really well, but I love it though.
Peter described it as like a robot. Like, how would you describe the kind of what he's like?
He's like the Kawhi Leonard on the team. Like, he ain't gonna say too much, but when he does, you know, it means something. But he always gonna work. You know what I'm saying? He always putting in the extra work. He always gonna do what he gotta do. So.
Who would your NBA comparison to that personality be?
Personality?
Yeah. If you're a trash talker.
I don't know. I wouldn't say Draymond Green. He a little too over excessive. I ain't with all that, but I don't know who I'd be. I wouldn't say Pat Beverly either because he a little crazy. Maybe a little. I'd probably say just a little bit. I don't talk so much trash to my teammates as much as I do, you know what I'm saying, other opponents, just because, like, I love them boys, you know what I'm saying? But I'd probably say I'm a mix of, like, a little bit of Pat Beverly, a little bit of Draymond, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit. Them boys, they a little different, but I take a little bit from them and use it, so.
Anybody else for TJ?
A random thing. I've heard like you had some like migraine issues last season at times.
Everything was taken care of, you know. That was just some things that was genetics, but everything is handled. It's no longer a thing, no longer an issue, nothing like that, so.
I think I heard you had that in high school even too, that like you would sit in the back like film and wear like
Shades.
Shades.
Yeah, but, you know, now that we've been here, Pat and, you know, Coach Sweeney, they got me to the best doctors in the world, and thank God that, you know, that's not even an issue no more, so thankful for that.
Allen also mentioned running down the hill on Saturday and having to go back to the press box. I guess, how have you kind of see him, I think you guys practiced it too, how do you kind of see him, I guess, doing that with all the excitement, just running back up? Did you give him any tips about how to hurry up, get off the field, things like that?
Hey, every time we in the weight room, he in the weight room too. So I think he prepared. He well conditioned to do it because running down the hill and having to go run back upstairs in a matter of a minute or two, yeah, you're gonna have to be in pretty good shape. You know what I'm saying? Cause I can only imagine this. What is it? Stairs or is it? I don't know if it's an elevator.
Don't have a golf cart, fortunately.
Oh yeah. See, look, you know, I need him to get it out the mud first game. He got to run up there to, you know, get used to it a little bit, get his heart flowing. But I think he's ready for it. I know it's gonna be an exciting moment for him.
A lot of players will say that he's just the guy you want to run through a wall for? Like, what is it about him that makes you want to do that?
Man, his passion to this game, man. Like, he knows the ins and outs of everything, but he's also willing to teach you the ins and outs. If you don't understand something, he'll gladly have you sit down in his office with him, talk with him, and not only talk ball, he'll talk life with you as well. Whatever you want to talk about, he's here for him. He's kind of an extension of Coach Swinney, and I've been saying that since I met him. A lot of their values and stuff are aligned. Obviously, he's had the same some head coaching experience as well. And I just love him to death, man. Like, he has a fire in him that just never stops burning when it comes to playing defense, and that's exactly what we need. So,
You take advantage of that? Do you just drop into his office and just, I want to talk about this one?
man, I didn't absolutely, like, especially when it comes to game plans and stuff like that, or even just life in general. I come by, swing, talk to him. He's openly to talk about it. Even when he first got here, he gave us a book, and from then it was just like I knew like this man is like special. So
What was that book?
all in.
Anyone else for TJ? All right, TJ, thanks for your time, man.
Thank you guys.